Mary Jane's not a hero. She's a love interest. She has no business going in and doing the hero work. And it's horrible. Like, Peter is really kind of cucked in that game a bit too. I'm sorry to people who really love the game.
Hell, man. Hell, Satan, you called it. You called it. Oh, wow. Oh. What's up, guys? This is me, Crimson6062. I want to say thank you to my patrons. If you want to help out the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you want to become a patron, the link is in the description. Please help this channel grow, and we can actually spread the word. All right, so. Did you know Jonathan Kent of the descended from, not descended, but the son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane, they had him come out as bi? I mean, like, you know, when it comes to DC Comics, that's like Tuesday. How many people, like, really? Tim Drake, Poison Ivy, Wonder Woman, Batwoman. Like, how many of these characters in DC and all this other good shit just aren't straight? Like, the fictional character, like the right wing is just so caught up in who fictional characters are fucking. It is of the utmost importance. Never mind that their fictional supreme being, like, you know, kind of forcefully impregnated a 14 to 16-year-old. But we're not going to talk about that. But the right wing is so focused on who a comic book character is fucking. But I think we found one. We found one right-wing person who doesn't care about who a comic book person or a, you know, fictional character actually sleeps with. You know, if he made the video list, that it's going to be fucking stupid. All right. So we have Professor Geek, and let's get to this. Let's get to his video, shall we? This stream aired before today's news that Charlie Kirk would appear as Daredevil in Far From Home. For those interested in my thoughts on the film, when did this come out? Oh, it came out in October. But that was confirmed way before October. Oh, fuck these people. All right, let's go. Okay, you holding it too long. You holding it. Yeah. They haven't changed since my last video. Substitute, which can be found on the top right corner.
I've got the picture there on the thumbnail of the Mary Jane Watson from the Spider-Man video games, and I talked a little bit about that a couple weeks ago when I did a live stream. You know, the problem of her in that game. As cool as that game is, amazing as that game was, she's just such a blight upon it.
Now, okay, fuck. All right. So, who has the Spider-Man PS4 video game? This guy. Now, if you want to complain about the Mary Jane sections in that game, about how they break the gameplay in order to, like, have somebody who's not Spider-Man walk around and sneak around and stealth around, not just that, but Miles Morales, then you have somebody that can understand that complaint. It was put in as a narrative storytelling, and well, there's a lot of that game where they could have cut that shit out, like they did in all Spider-Man Miles Morales. But I don't think that's what this guy's complaint is. Let's hear what this guy's complaint is.
Its handling of her and whatnot. Over the last week, when Sound Engraver was off visiting her sister and everything, and I was just left desolate without my Sound Engraver, one of the things I did in my downtime was to finally get around to watching Daredevil Season 3. I know, it's been out for ages. What the heck is your problem, Prof? Why did you wait so long?
It's a lot of shit that I don't get around to watch. So, okay, no. All right, I'm being pedantic. I'm sorry. I'm not going to stop every 10 seconds to say something. Let's go.
Honestly, the reason was, if you remember, by the time Daredevil Season 3 was even released, it was already common now. They'd already released that they were not continuing the Netflix universe at all. They canceled Luke Cage after ending Season 2 on a horrible cliffhanger. There's a horrid cliffhanger. Is riddled with issues that Iron Fist 2 Season 2 was. It was a really crappy season in a lot of ways. They did at least end on a cliffhanger that you kind of wanted to know what was going on, and then they just canceled that. You'll never get another Defenders or anything like that. But they had already filmed Daredevil Season 3, which they said really did complete his arc. So I love the fact that, at least because I dearly love the character Daredevil.
Wait, if you love the character, you should have watched it when it came out. I've watched Season 3 of Daredevil. Okay, I've watched it twice, almost a third. But why wait so long? You are literally the epitome of, well, if you're gonna stop it, then I don't want to watch it. Dude, shows get canceled all the time. What? You're mad because they decided to cancel it, which everybody knew that they weren't going to cancel it and keep it canceled for long. Disney wanted that shit back because that's around the time that they knew they were going to do Disney Plus. And for some reason, Charlie Cox stayed in shape. And everybody stayed in shape except for the guy who played Luke Cage, because he was like, no, I need a steady paycheck, so let me go do some other shit. And you know what he can do? He can come back. Because that Marvel Disney Plus money, ooh, it is beautiful. But let's continue.
He's a Catholic like I am. He's a wonderful cathartic motivational hero. I gravitate toward him more than I do somebody like Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man too, but Spider-Man's like the go-to for a lot of people when it comes to cathartic motivational heroes. For me, it's Daredevil. Really is just a phenomenal character, comics and whatnot.
Wait. Is this before or after they turned Daredevil into Batman? I'm just saying. Frank Miller basically turned Daredevil into Batman. I'm like no lie. Like, if you go to the early Daredevil and then like right after he came back from Batman, like Frank Miller turned Daredevil into Batman. I'm just saying. Like the history is there. Like, Daredevil literally just turned into Batman. Now, here's the thing. It is ironic that this motherfucker has literally said he identifies with Daredevil, a known masochist. Especially every film portrayal of Matt Murdock. He's a masochist, including the Netflix Daredevil. You're not that cool, bro. Bro, you're not that cool. You're not that cool. You're not that cool, dog. Well, it's because he's a Catholic and you're not that cool, dog. You're like, why not Nightcrawler? Nightcrawler is more of a masochist than Daredevil. Is it because he's blue? All right, let's go.
And I love the first 2 seasons and his participation in the Defenders, in terms of the Netflix show. So I really wanted to watch Season 3, but it was going to be like, after watching it, that's it. I wasn't going to get any new good Daredevil content. And anyway, I finally watched it. That's why it took so long to watch it. And it's good. I like Season 3. I did. I like the things happen, but it's not perfect. There were some issues. One of the issues, for example, is, maybe some of you will share this critique, is that the ending, the last episode, I like what happened. I like how he overcomes Fisk in the end. I like the reasoning for it. I like how it plays out, but it's rushed. It's way too rushed. The space between the next to last episode and the last episode, everything kicks into high gear, and the pacing is just ridiculous.
Has he not watched a Netflix show? Wait a minute. Huh? The biggest problems with the Netflix shows are the pacing. It sounds like he's nitpicking. Okay. Let's like literally we have the like. Oh God. Okay. All right. So the first season of Daredevil, when they actually go into the fight, like Noble comes back at just like Electra in the end of season 2. Fuck, like even the other shows, like Jessica Jones. Oh, he's probably not watched that because she has a vagina that he probably can't have sex with. Okay, let's go.
It suddenly it doesn't quite feel right. The reason the pacing is a problem is because of another problem with season 3, and this is the phenomena I'm seeing in a lot of hero stories now, is the love interest. The love interest in hero stories, the female, the femme fatale, not femme fatale sometimes, not femme fatale, but damsel in distress, the love interest of the hero, the woman love interest of the male superhero is grossly developed. Too far.
Wait! Oh shit! Oh wow! He said the love interest of the male superhero, the female, is too developed. Wow! He said that the love interest is too developed. Bitch, get back to the other castle. Bring out Toad. And if you don't get it, Super Mario reference. Like this man just literally said that the reason why the pacing was wrong was because the love interest has too much development. Okay. How? Okay, let's go.
Far too developed. They're taking her beyond her role as love interest and trying to make her basically another main character of the story. We got an entire episode of that Daredevil season which just basically told us Karen Page's backstory.
And she is a central part of the Daredevil mythos. Oh my God. What? And to be honest with you, Hail Satan, it's not fuck sleeves. It's peace sleeve. It is peace sleeve. Not fuck sleeves. As Coach Greg Adams says, it's peace sleeves. What the fuck? we had a whole episode about a main character, one of which was one of the driving stories in multiple seasons. You know what was actually funny? When remember when she spoilers for the first season of Daredevil. Remember when she killed Wesley? Remember why she grabbed a gun? And it's like, what are you gonna do with that? You think it's the first time I've been threatened? And she says, you think this is the first time I done shot somebody? Pop, pop, pop. Really? The fuck? We had a whole episode dedicated to fucking I forgot her name. I look to be honest with you, Karen Page, yeah. I when I see the actress Deborah Ann Wall, she's a fucking phenomenal actress. I loved her in True Blood, not because I could see her half naked, but she was a fucking monster in that show. And not because she was a vampire, but she just carried screen presence in that show. And it took a while to me for her to get to the Karen Page role. in Daredevil because like they kind of underwrote her. But when she started commanding scenes, especially that aforementioned Wesley scenes, like fuck, like yeah, no, yes. But I'm sure any episodes that he would have had, this Professor Geek would have had about Froggy or Foggy, he that was a problem too. Oh wait, he has a penis and those matter. But let's go.
We didn't need that at all. In fact, everything it had pretty much told us we kind of knew from flashbacks or her talking about it in previous seasons and whatever. That's why the pacing was such an issue, and then they were off in trying to develop it into the last climax episode of the season. And the reason this need to develop the love interest and try to make her so three-dimensional and really give her a good strong story arc too and make her kind of one of the main characters too is because of this feminist agenda again, where we can't have her just be this woman can't just be there in service of the hero. She can't just
whoa, I didn't know that he believed in magic, turning women into trophies and shit like that. Like, wow, what the fuck? Oh shit, damn, this woman just can't be there in the service of a hero. Professor Geek, what the fuck? Wow. Hey. You femoids, you're only there in service of the main character. You shouldn't have agency. It shouldn't fucking matter to you. No, you just are there to serve him and be a motherfucking plot device. Never mind, it's Marvel and women were mostly never that. They even actually led stories. No. You are there to be a plot device. Never mind, the Netflix shows also had a character named Jessica Jones who literally was like a much better written character, and every season of Jessica Jones was actually better than the seasons of Daredevil. But no. Wow. Okay, let's go. Oh, no, X. He doesn't know the shows aren't just made for him because reasons. Oh, wow. Let's go.
Just be a love interest. That's horrible. That's sexist. We've got to give her all of these dimensions and layers, and we've got to make her do a lot of hero work too. She has to be just as strong and capable as the hero, and we got to really go into her character in depth. That's garbage. There's nothing sexist about a love interest just being a love interest. Every non-main character in a superhero story is there to serve the main hero in terms of the story logic and whatnot. Doesn't mean that they can't have cool story arcs of their own. They sort of like B-level plots and whatnot. They should. You
are just breaking your own fucking. Oh my god. Karen Page isn't going in there and whooping the shit out of fucking Wilson Fisk or Bullseye. No, she has her. You just broke your own fucking argument. Okay. Fuck these people. God, these people. Okay. Wow. You're only supposed to be there to service the hero, but it's okay if you have B plots. Wait, what? Okay.
Reflect the main hero's story. Lois Lane is just Lois Lane. She's Superman's love interest. Great character of her own, absolutely. But really, Lois Lane couldn't carry a title on her own.
Can somebody tell him? Can somebody tell him? Can somebody tell him? Wait. Can somebody tell him? Am I going to be the one to tell him or are you guys? What? Hey, how many people really like it was this and I know I'm old as shit. So there was this like show in the, was it the 90s, where you had Terry Hatchett, wonderful, beautiful Terry Hatchett, and this piece of shit actor that's now in a lot of Christian films. I forgot what his name was. I like blanked it from my memory. But there was a show called Lois and Clark. You know who was the main focus of that show mostly? What? Every incarnation of Superman. He's effectively saving Lois because she don't take shit. Even in the comic books, she is the driving force behind a lot of shit. Mary Jane and Spider-Man. Fuck. When you think of Batman and Catwoman. Oh God. No, I know it's Dean Cain. I was just being like, yeah, because he's like almost a Christian fundamentalist right now. Like, fuck that dude. Like he's Dean Cain is actually at the almost at the level of Kevin Sorbo, broke ass Hercules. But yeah, no, yeah, Kevin Sorbo, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. Oh God, let's go.
There have been certain like little mini series or like, you know, just or some issues or whatever that to follow her or whatever, but they're contained, right? No one's ever thinking that this is going to be a thing now, you know. But what are they trying to do now? What is the nonsense lady who's behind the She-Ra? She's doing, you know, a Lois Lane centric cartoon because that's what we need. That's what the kids want. Ridiculous. And the Spider.
Literally, that's what the kids want. It's not what you want. It's not for you. It's for the kiddies. And you know what? There are girls that actually watch DC TV shows, cartoons, and read DC comics. I know, right? Wow. Just because you don't want to watch it doesn't, like, fuck. I've said it before. As a child, I used to watch Rainbow Bright. I used to watch the My Little Ponies that came along, but like nowadays I can't fuck with them like that because I have intelligence now, and some of the kid shows that are just fucked up. But like, dude, like you, like, how? What the fuck, man? Because you don't like it, and then nobody else is supposed to like it. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Spider-Man show, the Spider-Man video game is an ideal example of this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, who's a real Spider-Man fan picks up that Spider-Man game saying, I hope we can play as Mary Jane. First of all, it's not even Mary Jane Watson that you get. It's a rip-off Lois Lane version of Mary Jane Watson, who's so...
Wait, this is true. The Mary Jane in that motherfucking game is more of a Lois Lane than anything. I wonder why they decided to make a character who is just a model and sometimes multi-international business consultant, overseeing Stark Enterprise, but mostly model and actress, a journalist. It's almost as if they needed a plot to be filled by a journalist. And the most easy recognizable shorthand is, oh, let's copy Lois Lane. Like, what the fuck, man? He doesn't even see it. He doesn't see it. The fact that they needed a character like that and they wanted to say, oh, you know what, it is to be a good fit? Turn her into a Lois Lane type character. Because it's shorthand for love interest of the fucking superhero that is strong-willed, has an eye for detail, and would get into shit regardless of if the hero is there to save them or not. Like, he doesn't fucking get it. He doesn't get it. That the points that he's making, he's refuting his own points. But let's continue.
Light years away from ever being a model or anything like that. Oh, that's so problematic. No, she's strong, she's independent, she's fierce, she's a reporter, and she's investigated.
Now, don't get me wrong. I am never saying that even in the comic books, Mary Jane isn't strong and independent. No, she's a bad bitch. She, like, in every incarnation of the comic books, she has always been that, Peter, what the fuck are you doing? Peter, stop being this. First, Peter, stop fucking whining about shit and go fucking do it. Peter, be careful. I'm here. Every incarnation of Mary Jane. Every incarnation of Mary Jane, she's been that one that's like, up, gotta handle this tiger. Up, gotta go do this tiger. Up, yeah, that bitch Black Cat. Let her know that you are mine. Yeah, Black Cat, we cool, but yeah, he's still mine. But you can help take care of him. Mary Jane has never been just some weak woman. Never. Ever. Can you say that about some of the other people like Bessie Brand, whatever the chick name is, or Gwen Stacy? Yeah. But Mary Jane has always been a strong-willed woman. Hence, she was literally handling the shit for Tony Stark, for Stark Enterprises, while he was having his, vacation being dead. But let's continue.
And she's all these kinds of things. In the course of the gameplay, how dare Peter think something is too dangerous for her to do? How dare, that's so sexist and misogynist of you, Peter, to dare say that I shouldn't go infiltrate that street gang's lair and look into things because just
no. And I was just playing this game. Her critique was not that, oh, it's sexist. Her critique is, you're doing dangerous shit and you expect me to stay home and not do dangerous shit when you're doing dangerous shit. Her critique, she never pulled the sexist card. She pulled the infantilization card, like, wait a minute, don't infantilize me because I don't have powers. If you want to say that she was like, fuck, I don't have powers, and like, fuck, is that what they go to? Is that how these motherfuckers' minds work? That they think that any fucking critique of the way, any critique that a woman has about infantilization automatically pulls like, oh, it's because I'm a woman. In superhero games. Literally, in superhero games. And it wasn't just Mary Jane that Peter would do that shit with. In the original Spider-Man PS4 game, the other character that you play that has no powers is Miles Morales. And he literally treats him the same way. Like, it's like, I have powers, you don't. So stop doing bullshit. But, fuck. Like, like, oh God. Just I don't understand what my own points bullshit. It fucking blows my mind. But let's continue.
Just because I don't have superpowers. No, it's actually very smart, you idiot. And then the video game makes you play as Mary Jane sneaking into this warehouse or whatever. Mary Jane Watson has no flipping business whatsoever doing any of that. And people might say, well, Lois Lane does it. Yeah, Lois Lane does it and then always needs to be rescued because of it. That's part of that story. That's the classic damsel in distress Lois Lane story.
She's not a damsel in distress. Oh my God. Nosy? Yes. Troublemaker? Fuck yes. However, in the instance of Lois Lane, she was doing that shit before Superman came to Metropolis. She was doing that shit before, and it's implied by the way Mary Jane acts that she was doing the same goddamn thing. They just lucked up because plot that they happen to know somebody who has superpowers. But guarantee you this, investigative reporters, I know, like, investigative reporters aren't like a thing like in like real life because the press mostly parrots like talking points that they get from several different leaders, both on the left and the right. But investigative reporters, the model that these characters were actually derived from is when they start doing dangerous shit. And fuck. Like, this motherfucker has a classic Black Panther shirt on, but probably doesn't understand the era where some of these archetypes came from. But let's continue.
She's not helpless. She's full of strength and all of that, but she can't do it without Superman at all. And in the modern movement for love interest in superhero stories, it's not enough. It's not enough that they demand female superhero stories just as much and just as, as whatever is the male superhero stories. But now they're even trying to let the love interest in superhero stories subsume the superhero. It's ridiculous.
Wow! He even has a problem with female superheroes. Wow, my friend, tell us more why that's a problem. It's not a problem that, they have female superhero stories just as much as male superhero stories. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like, he really thinks that if a comic isn't telling a male-centric story with the female, like, of course, they have to be heterosexual for this fucker. It's just like, it's just going too woke. Wow. Holy shit. Oh wow. Oh. Whew. Okay, let's go.
Mary Jane's not a hero. She's a love interest. She has no business going in and doing the hero work. And it's horrible. Like, Peter is really kind of cucked in that game a bit too. I'm sorry to people who really love the game.
Hell, man! Hell, Satan, you called it! You called it! Oh, wow! Oh, shit! Did he really just say that Mary Jane, a woman that Peter Parker is fucking or attempt to fuck or continue or get back to fucking, is cucking him in a game? Like, no lie, they obviously have a monogamous relationship or implied monogamous relationship, even so much so if you see the DLC, the city that never sleeps, she's cucking him. Wow. I can't, like, what, like, she's cucking Spider-Man in a game. How? Let's continue.
I like the game too. I really like the gameplay. It's glorious just to feel like you're Spider-Man swinging through the city. It's wonderful. Peter's cucked pretty hard at the end of this game, in the colloquial version of that phrase, because she basically...
No, not the colloquial version. Not the colloquial version. Nobody else is fucking Mary Jane at the end of that fucking in the end of that fucking game. He's barely fucking her. Like, they barely get back together. Yeah, we're on Twitch, so let me clarify this. I can see how he's being a simpleton for her, but yeah, no, like, maybe like here's an idea. Maybe Peter Parker is so caught up in this thing called not wanting any more of his loved ones to die that he's very overprotective about them. Like, I don't know why he would have an issue with worrying about his loved ones dying. He's only Spider-Man. It's not like he saw any of his other relatives die, like, aunt, or uncle, or his parents, Maybe his concern in that game is to make sure that his loved ones don't die. And dude has this shit-eating grin on his face. Like, yeah, fuck, he nailed it. Yeah, he was so cucked by her. Like, oh my god.
Makes him admit that we are partners, and I'm just as much of a hero as you are, and don't you dare tell me I can't go and investigate this, super villain and whatnot. I can do whatever. No, you can't. You're a civilian with no powers whatsoever. You've got no business doing it. Period. And that's not sexist. That's just logic, But
never mind. There are people in the Marvel universe that are literally powerless that still go in and fight. Hawkeye, anyone? Black Widow. There are also several dozens of people that don't have any powers that go out and fight. Fucking Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a schizophrenic. He has multi-personality disorder. Well, I forgot what it's called. But he's schizophrenic and he has no powers. He's blessed by Kanju, which means nothing. It's just like Kanju uses it from time to time to get shit done. Like, for real? Fuck. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Daredevil did a little bit of this with Karen Page, not to the level of where it ruined the series or anything, but you can see that the same phenomena, the same need to develop the love interest beyond their restraints of what they should be. You can see that in season.
Yeah, dissociative identity disorder. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm sorry, I fucked it up, but yeah. Let's go.
3 as well. Lois Lane, they're doing it now with the cartoon and everything, and it's just another example of how there's no receiving a good story today, even from hey, Tila, Masters of the Universe, Revelations. That's exactly what it did, right?
Oh wow! Specifically, you used the wrong fucking. This motherfucker used Tila as just a love interest. Tila as somebody is nothing special. Like Tila in Masters of the Universe Revelations, where literally one of the tortures that the ghost skeleton actually laid upon her was that everybody says, "Oh, you just normal. Oh, you just normal." And then it was shown that Tila wasn't just normal. Something about being the child of the sorceress that has a lot of strength and a lot of fucking magical power. That was in the original motherfucking He-Man show. Like, literally, that is literally in mythology that Tila is the child of the sorceress. But yeah, no, let's go.
Well, and people will say, what's wrong? What, can't we have a good Tila story? Can't we have a good Lois Lane? There have been great stories, like an episode that was Tila-centric, or this little run that followed Lois Lane or something like that. What's wrong with that? Here's what's wrong with it. Any example you point to in which that happened and it was a good thing, it was in addition to the main character stories already being there. If the Superman run is already dealing with Superman in iconic fashion, then yeah, you can take a few issues and explore a little Lois Lane kind of thing or whatever.
I mean, like, is anybody going to tell them that in the New 52, Lois Lane literally had her own superpowers? Like, it wasn't the pre-New 52 Lois Lane, but she, like, literally became Superwoman. Is anybody going to tell them? Is anybody gonna tell him? Is anybody gonna tell him? Okay, let's go.
You can take an episode of He-Man and explore Teela, and hey, she's got a lot to add. Her own character has a lot to add to the mythos. That's great, but only in relation to He-Man. I do not care about an Eternia in which He-Man's not there, but Teela's there. That's ridiculous, and it's absurd that Kevin Smith thought he could ask us to care about that.
But people did. Go back. You said you didn't care. I'm going to tell you a newsflash, motherfucker. I'm going to tell you something. Here. Come close for it. It isn't all about you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, all right, let's go.
It's absurd that the Twitter mobs try to paint you as sexist if you don't care about that. No, it's absurd. She's not the draw of the universe. It's He-Man. It's He-Man. I don't want to see a Karen Page series. Karen Page is only interesting to me through her relationship to Matt Murdock, through Daredevil.
All right, look, I'm sorry. I can't anymore. I can't. Like, this motherfucker literally, like, this is one of those people that say men and women can't be friends. Because he only sees women as sex objects. I'm sorry, dog. Like, you're kind of fucking creepy with that. Sorry, like, how many times are you gonna fucking hammer in the point that a woman should only be a love interest for the male main character? And the fact that he literally said that yeah, it's bad enough that we have female superheroes at the same rate as we have men superheroes. What the what now? Come on, guy. Come on. I just can't anymore, man. I can't see where these fuckers are coming from. Because a good character is a good character. No matter what. No matter what genitalias they have between their legs. No matter what genitalias they want to touch with another person's genitalias. A good character is a good character. I'm sorry. And if you have a problem with that, the problem is internal. It's not the person who writes the story. Or I'm going to take a page out of you guys' book. Write your own story. You make the characters just as masculine and having the women just as objectified as you want to. Put it out there. Let's see it. And it doesn't even have to be better than what's out there now. You put that shit out there. You put it to paper. And you be proud of that shit. So proud you read that shit and think, oh, maybe I need to get some counseling. But anyway. Guys, if you like the stream, if you like the videos, please hit that like button. It actually helps make sure that I didn't know this, but when you hit the like button while you're watching a live stream, it actually gets out to more people. That's news to me. Other than that, please, thank you for liking this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. And we're going to end the video segment here.
If I gave myself the power